Some share that in commercial way blue.
And I saw you say blue the MPP. The chairman Yaba. Chairman Gia to say it is a blue army.
Chairman Aba.
It is a blue army.
Blue army this morning.
Chairman no more green. He wants to join the blue family.
Chairman no.
Yeah, because we're green there, so Chairman blue and also join me.
Opposition now.
Now you're very mad. You posted a new
we were parliament, then they never bring up and say, say, only 50 days in power.
Chairman, I'm saying free so now, baby, I would be free, especially on the Dr. Bawumia and some of the other. I was saying, we're not doing say on Casabat, the air cost near Warren.
Bichia mini on the man a page. Now, so no one I would say, and I will crew. Well, sorry, I'm watching Webby now. One man, a quanda amazing common. Sometimes, no, if I hear politicians talking, then be someone who say 24 hours ago, where were they? 24 hours ago, where were they? And me, Benjamin, one of your sister stations about GJ talking about Ameswale. Then he started mentioning some of the journalists that during MPP time they were harassed. Bobby and Saukai, Akoyawo City TV.
Caleb Kuga,
who confirmed me just muscle cars.
Yeah.
Look at the torture that it went through at the Blue Gate. A whole lot of people. So I think about me or Infa. That's the question you ask. Who can say journalists? Omoye statement to be said for their own protection. They are falling into silence.
Yeah,
okay.
Blackout.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Statement. If you have been in government, take plus or minus 50 days. I say Ghana, how?
I said it's a military takeover.
How? You my I am brand idea. Ayambra. Employment. Who can say transition? A statement. Say, Abayno, Omunja recruitment here. Because we have the physical space. Abaya Ebano. I'll take you back to 2018. 208.
208, yeah.
Come on, Professor Mills will take you over. He had his own policy. Okay, sir. Kufuor no single spine. It's a single spine, but no, because it has to increase the. Kufuor had the opportunity in government for 8 years to increase the salaries of the police, the everybody 1 year. But all no ja. Sir Albatross to Professor Mills say on year the increase salary. You saw what the government went through. Now, fast track. President Kufuor do no time mobile. We had a whole senior minister. Okotena vetting committee. I'm saying that or parliament. I'm sure it was there. No, can say Obia ya employer no. Obia ya employer no. There's no physical space. True to form. Ajimamenu, Minister for Health. Or by nurses, Opamo. Oh. The one you see, I keep saying that. One thing we should do in this country is speak truth to power. These things have happened. I told you that last time I may say, from 1992 about 2000, in Abai, Yanyasa, the moment MPP took power, and this thing started. I said it here last time. Who call US? US. After elections, government changes, no? All the government appointees, Omowo, Sir government, they voluntarily resign. All government, Omoye appointment. As we sit here now, Donald Trump, what is he doing? Federal workers, OUBAD. So is it different from Ghana? I mean, we believe OE federal, OE if you I'll say yeah, America crampa, who ya American, so papa no mame, or move your the court. So I want to say it's done by the rule of law. It's not different from what is happening anywhere.
Is that how we want to do it?
That is why transitional team, statement, say they are doing a lot of recruitment into Omunjai because they had 8 years to do all this recruitment. Not after elections, they will start feeling the pain. The government, some of them have not even gone on payroll. They don't know how much even they are going to be paid. The next government will have to find the physical space to pay them. And most of the time, before there must be financial clearance. There must be financial clearance from Ministry of Finance. Most of them, they don't have financial clearance. Yet. And then at the end of the month, you have to pay them. Where are you going to get the money from? What I say? So it is not, it is Bawumia, he had 37%.
41.
37 or 41, whatever it is.
No, let's battle.
Yeah, 41.
On your 41, you should shut his mouth. We are only in power for only 50 days. They've been in power for 8 years. That's why I get angry. I get angry when there's hypocrisy. People are hypocrites. 8 years, you did worse things. That your finance minister has now run away to say he's sick. And you are not saying, ask your finance minister, sir, 58 million on the shell. No. Sir, one can come for a year by year, you need. What hypocrisy? All of us sitting here should speak truth to power. If NDC is doing something that is wrong, me, Adekoka, I will speak about it. Because you are all Ghanaians. And if we don't speak truth to power, this country will not grow, will not move on. You should stop being political. You did these things, you sack people, you created an economy in the dire straits, and only 50 days you are saying it's like a coup d'etat. It will be like a bazooka d'etat.
That's how we justify, especially the attacks on the installations or Kasafa home.
Where's the installation?
Yeah, people are looting.
They didn't do the worst things.
Is that the justification?
I'm telling you that, look, if you sow a seed, you put a seed on a stone, it will not germinate. If you put seed on a good soil, it will germinate. Did they put the seeds on good soil? That is why we are doing rule of law. You see, Munkofi, now we are investigating. Yabema. Obinum went to employment with a complimentary card. I told the last time that I happened to be a member of a committee of the Ministry of Interior Committee. About almost 5,000 people have been recruited to the immigration. Understand? And where's the money? So don't let us be hypocrites. Okay. Let us speak truth. We should stop that. That's why I'm saying that the transitional law now act, we should now improve upon it. That is what he should be talking about. And bring this going forward, the transitional Professor Mills, in his own wisdom, we have practiced it on 2 occasions.
Okay.
And we are seeing some flaws. That's why I'm saying that 3 weeks transition, because it's something that we should look into it. Because America, when we election November, they have about 3 months before the government is, because within this
February,
because within these 3 months, all these things, will be ironed out. As I said, all these things will be ironed out.
Now, yeah, short to cry. Yeah, recruitment. Yeah,
the law will be there so that recruitment. The incoming government and the outgoing will sit down and say we are going to do audit.
Okay.
Within this period, this is how we did it. So a justification for it. Then that's what is done in the US.
Okay.
And then the government before Baba Power, so he also do his hiring. He will hire his people, those who are wanting. Sir, I mean, also Trump. They started vetting his people, even when they hasn't been sworn in.
Yeah.
What I say. So we should look at best practices. Why do we have to wait for the government to be sworn in before we start doing vetting? Up to now, next Monday, we are now going to after almost 7 December election. February or 24th, we are still doing vetting. I mean, no. So it is best. That's why we must have cool heads. Heads. Well, in your cool heads, they be politics. Me try to politics. We will not move forward. We criticizing for criticizing sake. I was listening to their minority leader Tuesday, Monday. No. I was watching why are we doing all this to ourselves? What would our employer know? Whatever problem having the CV a mistake. What is not necessary? You want to score political points, you want the people to say you are doing well. That's not the justification.
Okay.
Oh, so what we are doing, let us all sit down. Bawumia should keep quiet. He should start speaking 2027. That's when he should start opening his mouth when he wants his people to vote for him.
Okay.
My brother here, Matisa, are contesting for president or MPP. Campaign. He has been humiliated. He should sit down and keep quiet. He shouldn't. He's not an opposition leader. MPP, manifesto, constitution. Once you are out of power, is the national chairman who is the leader of their party. He should shut up.
Okay. Chairman Ababiem with the shut up and Bawumia should shut up. Honorable Alexander Kwesi-Akwai-Oha, MP for Achimda and the former Deputy Health Minister. Dr. Bawumia say waba abontin against Nensembi Okai because the worrying trend of attacks and impunity, recklessness and reminiscent of a military takeover until say Okasana Mahamati.
Minamidas, me French ma wahwe for the weti for yina. Any adeshe watch him down madarumanti metiha nyomwa kaminiha.
Right.
And I feel me penny for them in yomo Asia, Nibedi Ghana home como. Ba ya bahina no adwene bia ye wo I bet with the in the running of Ghana as a corporate institution.
Right.
Say Ghana aye or manya nipa hweswo. Dr. Bawumia kasa yedi kan bebo na baso. Say one ye hwehan na wan tena sidin na senia ohyase ka say nka oma ninua President Mahama ekwan na onfanye na dwuma esan say ono we di vice president mfie wotweda nto nim ohwobɔ a ɛwɔ aban mu to de nkonyaya kɔbɛma President Mahama ekwan kakra ama na tena se ayɛ ne nhyehyɛ ansa wabam abɛkyerɛkyerɛ nneɛma bi a enkoyi nanso wɔtena se ɛyɛ hwɛhan a enye yi esan emirikatuo ene ohwobɔ bi a abwura ɔman mu a enam NDC for ene sebe omakaka bensam ne nneɛma bi a ɔmoyɛ de kai former vice president Mahmoud Bawumia, presidential candidate ɛkyerɛ maturity bra ye to abawie ya yenkwa ne mu kura po no jitu mu o sete example obi an sete bi da wamfa fake hope anase eni da so boni bi amma na chidifo anka say ye were comfortable lead abra wonim se numbers no equality ye no eni amwayen enti se opeso oman mu dwo na basabasa bi ensinti preko no jitu mu se ehwe se de ekono a Ghana for se yenkoje ahome na NDC formra wati ase onfa ohye boni biara emfa to Ghana for so onfa ohye boni biara emfa to the chidi for so omma na jidi for no ani da so boni biara nemum obemma omahunu se yenko hye ne ma ye ne yemfa mra na wo mu de webe ifie nan ombedom so ban enwadi akafo abubebe wo so huruye wo hoi moja empa de tiri hunda brofo wo say the leopard can never change its skin leopard or san with the said the enye ye da so not obetie no sara pepepe to the yenko kotena say eda ye hand over edia ma President Mahama hwe so de pa a Dr. Bawumia ye chiechi obi a chia President Mahama ebu no mu ase krofo kanse mebre sabe akonwa na open no odi obuodi ni die ma akonwa no odi obuodi ni die ma Ghana for say President Mahama no mato amano a sabe onim se nim die he has some superior ideas much more than President Mahama and so Ghana for to amano ne die obobchia no obu ne mu ase amano odi obu amano osanso kasa me kotere chire na mahwe kwan befa so bu man no me fama no metototo mama mu ne mu na munye de mo be yisa se mo de ye ni mo de na mo de beba nanso watena se ye hunu se da bi de ekono Ghana nya ndisi fo nkwa de a ena emadodo ayeto ma no nipa bi eta na chi ena ye kasi ye analysis no ade ba kwa chairman mo ya eye me abrehwo that sabe chairman minim chairman senior ntimobo bill ewo politics mo te politics ase e bia radio so obeka ne sei ama omachidifo no ehun akanya but ni mu party onim se NDC for ekodich minia nipa to ba NDC 2020 kakre bia na beka ho moto ma 2024 nipa over 2 million anto aba atifie no omu nyinara e de abufuo bi na eso mo nto aba omo mpeso to ba NDC de omkoto ma NDC it is 2 million be ka ye de ho aye gidi se ye nkrofo a omde abufuo de telafia ke de wa ba mu because me say sankrofo no abato hu hia listen say all of us were engaged in the elections me ko bi nana yadun hu jemu chairman wani agro omukosa lie die America koto aba pa no NDC for don't let us run away from this na me ka because be hunu I as a member of parliament chairman BC form ekoye obi abenim so MPP ni conform to aba MPP o se me nto na o ma certain reasons there dead is a sankrofo no anko to ama NDC oba anko to ama na yam omunim se o ma ba no MPP osoro dia na o ma anko to ye was a ratio mu say those people are there and you should be worried chairman so over 2 million people didn't have confidence in our political dispensation to also to aba a year writer among for hwehwe woni 18 years aye ma unko wadwumu ennaban enya fanya wuntimi nto uyo ho wuntimi nto this is a right that's not given to any other person it is for us you say 2 million you say 2 million they carry 40 something percent no ha get ya ba mu 81 na say enne sa 2 million people ni na esu o sa 2 million people na esu nipa ya fa obadwuma mu yamfa obi adwuma mu se wo ye MPP ni ada so ye NDC me as a deputy health minister metimi aka health there don't na make chairman say ajima menu did not sack anybody sa letter da echo out no it was a letter ye ba ye no na financial clearance wo ho eni nipa wo mo fa wo mo no na emwebra it ni pese ye so sure said ya okay so so person be so sure we wrote a letter and said say yentwa recruitment process no so
they were reinstated
you obi akwadu and yes say ya form adwuma mu yesi omunya the recruitment was still going on
okay
and yes obo suspend it and that letter stated say this is not a cancellation of the recruitment process
okay
ya emphasize here no hwehwemu hu no say the recruitment process financial clearance no tallies with the process no and you can say okay omonto aso and you for bia I challenge every health worker I challenge every nurse o see ye na this abre no na on make can tell me say me revocation letter die just like there and crofo be cra GR revocation letter state revocation letter Ghana water revocation letter great revocation letters we have all of them
but what about the national health insurance for no
national health insurance was it
yeah
Sabri
Debbie that time I think said there was a letter from there omo ayefa omo call health insurance, national service scheme.
No. I know about national service scheme.
Yeah.
But many the then chief executive, as well, former minister for sports, didn't come. Or say Obaye no near Fanipa. And now on his desk, chairman, two petitions from Public Services Commission.
Okay.
Say, Kofibia Cho petitions alcohol. But he didn't even want to pay heed to it. No person didn't assume alcohol. But there was pressure from Public Services Commission.
Okay.
So he needed to act. It's, you know, Sanko Fodi ya petition one more our Public Service Commission. Our Public Service Commission actually said yes. They acknowledge that there's a petition against this recruitment.
Okay.
So it wasn't as if no other pay. And the documentations are there for anybody to serve as a proof.
Right.
Yeah, right. You're suffering for converting. Me papa. What can say ampa or share fiscal space near the one. But I'm telling you, that was not a cabinet position. It was his personal position. And in nothing was done about that. Obey one more. I'm saying I'm challenging anybody. And ne Shawama Yomedie. Oko NCA and they are here Sam George, Minister for Communication. Very youthful person. The youth is having an opportunity to create a change. Rashid Pepu. Ne yere ewo NCA as a deputy director for the 8 years that we were in power. Rashid Pepu ne yere nene da mpaso sorry ekasumusem yanyinedi yanyini position ya manitra ho yewra ya asafo mafo ba one na wo ho we kan say Sam George ba yi wa beyi nedi beyi yewra ya asafo mafo ba no edi onye politics bisasemi ba yempo no bi pu so yewra ya asafo mafo ba of course the dimpo there be given up but nobody not too many people knew him say oye papa de ba he is not political o kofi on politics as he the juma no oye ono any Rashid people wear all the same pedestal we allowed it. That is the kind of difference MPP chere
okay
hwe nipa dodo a ye obedie one more among for politics one way. One more among politics one way. Onyami adaroma. And unnecessary for us say yem makwain. This is not going to be allowed. Muyi obiedia. And ya na yina di ya juba beto ho. And ya na ndisi for mu among konkwa ya nese for adwuma ne. And unnecessary for us jina and atwetwe obobo. I am
almost omunyi nese biedi. Enra government spokesperson confirming say omunyi.
It is because if I say nurses for not sovereignty. GRNA, Ghana Registered Nurses Association for sorry, kudos to them. Kudos to them. This is what we're expecting all other labor unions to do. Montras because labor union, you are for employment issues. Abayi baye was it Wababefa 331. 3 people for 3 shifts for 1 position. Yemfa nipa 3 for 1 position. Nipa baku. And I'm telling you, baby, you media fibiano, uko friend kwalanoa, on me catch on say, omuko start adwuma no omunya ahomdiempo. There's pressure on them. It's as say omuhia nipa. Ye na ne wa ba mu. Obie ni one more ye fan no ye say after 7 December na ye say ye fa no. I have letters of the financial clearance. Chairman, I'll share that with you. Financial clearance be any one more say. Ni na e beginning of the year. E be a mid of the year, but we took our time. Oko health sector your portal Ministry of Health recruitment portal okoso na wa call key in your information and then your party for boy sobo say you did digitalization about in our employment process in our recruitment process abibi any your portal and this if what to nkra e the amount constituencies say monfa nipa 10 mra for national security monfa nipa 15 mra for her monfa nipa obi enu mo be call true portal. That is how low the country is sinking into. Yen fire ho yen peti be hunu nipa ye fa no Ghana ni bia ye Ghana ni Dr. Bawumia wakasa mia ne sema wakasa emudo employment the other pe ene yedi ho nkomo but I'm telling you he is not shutting up. He has over 41% of Ghanaians voting for him and another 2 million that how mama ready said ne ye to aba NDC for omunya bosumi mienu but ye to aba na omo be poto. Hey. Me see,
after 44 days in power.
Me see, na 44 days in power. They no be ye. Yera Mahama about okasi man honeymoon. Ya kasi yempre. One kweti kwa wafa so de jisa honeymoon. Committee. Wa form committee wo bibia ho. Nti onya ye committee ni pe na watu wagum na wakwaje na home. Na teachers education committee no odiase musa na wakwaje na home. Finance committee no atumatum na wakwaje na home. Committee. Radio stations. And then radio station has started closing it down. Meanwhile, ex-president Mahama spoke against it. Sam just spoke against it. Na modie I almost said Ghana for you who you kosoro. Okay.
Well, medasi.
Can I respond?
Meba also.
Let's tell me what
Nana ya ba. Make meba no respond. Meba also. Nana ya ewa ha.
Nana.
Nana.
Wo de bodi aba.
Na.
Wo.
Ade na me beka sana Alex.
Nana ma hu de bodi aba. Munya botre na mutre mu a. Munya botre na etre mu anka we nyina ma o.
Say that dia hu ye di.
Munya botre na mutre mu anka we nyina ma. Speak against these things.
Nana.
Kasa.
Nana.
Speak against these things.
Baby amiti.
Speak against these things. It's not good for us. Hey, chama munya body. Baby amachewi.
Arabo manana kasa. Aha. Nana wo
Ashanti region.
Una wo
What's 2 million? More 2 million votes be. Ashanti region. Votes are munya wo. That is the exact voter. Want to me this time want to me you. Me ba. Over the years.
Meba chairman. Aha. Nana wa
yanko na. Eddie Kai.
The floor is for Nana. The floor Nana ya sapon and Nebrena aso meba ne so sesia. Now I say good morning Obama. Please tell the NPP MP that this type of arrogance led them to the massive opposition. Ghanaians are not blind as they thought. This Jandam will not succeed. Forcing Brown from Takoradi will say, hi, good morning, Obama. Okay, Mafaudi, and I tell the MPP that they are telling lies about saying the rest of the people who didn't go and vote are all MPP. Who told them? I know people who did not vote, and there are NDC people who did not get transport to go and vote. I challenge him to go out and do a research and see what Ghanaians will tell him. Hene, was Sunyane, or said there was a financial clearance for the employment of teachers. So why are their appointments revoked after working for almost 2 months? Okay, Nana,
yeah. Eddie Kai Mechao.
Major so.
Machia wa hefo ni wetiefo. Na machia Chairman Adeko Kane being honorable Alex who production team for you na Obama we ask you the BIC way of funds na washa wodi and I'm a when I hear some of these commentary from a certain class of individuals. Tinawana mi masheme. If it's a maybe a chimo, yemubi ye kasai, ye trunko fofu, ye kasen die ekono, e ye saboni and ye chato. Ye din yasheha and mekoso. Yeah. 2016 after the elections, the tour year 2017. In 2016, nankasa lokra a tour year amount for Tiomugu abontenso. Penifua abobra edio manyedim. E jinebi wa traffic light ase ni atwini finike mu de sifo. Gentlemen, you don't know what Sunya friends. Abronye. Lidibi, Ukotamali Abontenswa, they did the same thing. That time, I remember Sky FM Sunyani. Mikasai. Ama meka se 2 minutes diaba. Nemu kwaya ye faswa ye nyumano. ye ho be Ghana fueshi na asane reserve player what bench na ne mpa ba wo bone se ne nyonkumpra ne yemfa no nkoram ne nyonkumpra no kra no no atoboa ko park no so
ono e pra no
no e pra no. That is where we find ourselves today. Why would we have to cry foul? Yes, we ought to be able to correct the wrongs. Say, mine and yebu. Na say, mine yebu dia. Na was emra. Ye juma wa mine. Obama. An act of criminality is an act of criminality. Boni ya boni. Me ubisa me na me kase niye kosuno enye.
There is no justification.
There is no justification. But then there should be a bedrock on which this is built. Bejina waka. Ni me kan say every recruitment and it goes through a certain process.
Yeah.
From the time I identify say we need to hire people. Spaces say one work retirement. Expertise I be here additional hands. Say a BSR report in by the HR department. Say a be advertising. And mra ye debe to so say ye be man ko for kwan amatraba. The sorting out process, the interviews, the medicals, all that process ni na no emre anamebwa. Okay. Every organization be our calendar. Every organization. Your friend is saying Angel Group.
Yeah.
More organizational calendar.
Of course.
Yawo emrebi wo hono an unfortunate incident can happen. An emergency. Ebia yeti ayekase na BBC for aba befawo. No mo de woko. Because BBC grama kai. Abranti bi send me WhatsApp and ra.
Okay.
Now o invite me ako omo sister station back.
Oh, okay.
Na me catch so unfortunately me accept me ba Thursday school.
Okay.
And I say well noted. Na wo picture no.
Okay.
I say well noted. I like the way this guy handles the show. He is a trained journalist and not a loose cannon in front of a microphone. Please tell him that I salute him. He is flying the flag of journalism very high. Mia,
Medana says.
But we are now sorting me out.
Medana.
Oh,
Medana say.
Iti Ebiana ene BBC for abaso mo befa wako.
There will be a casual vacancy.
There will be a casual vacancy, an emergency that we need to fix.
Right.
What you say? Ebiana security or was wenya soje mu akwa kudi. Ene wa made my friend now was say masa ene ya friend you ntimi kodi soja.
Okay.
Immediately was say mo po bi manager ho. And no different from set time I move here from my old place abahai. Na mo pesa mo expanding tea. What you say? Ebia mu here nipa be 20 account.
Yeah.
Different for say HR for atnase. No maka say ebia there is a gap into nipa 10 ebeko pension next week.
Yeah.
Nipa 20 ko transfer waha. Nipa 5 actually so more resigning into your kikambo muno in the next 2 months. There will be a vacancy and a space for Nipa 20. And we a major recruitment. It has to go through a process.
Yeah.
I mean, we are managing director. Now we babeko retirement. And I say be jayejuma.
Yeah.
And I say you be a appraiser to see whether they should renew your contract or not to renew your contract. Now 3-4 months to the time I only say you be Are you telling me, say, the board would give you the opportunity to take major and impacting decisions on the organization?
So, would they offer our company law serious? And it's possible because board don't know I just say all members.
For the purposes of good governance,
Yeah.
we were entering into a major election. Okay? The next elections are me, Ubusami Kandik opinion, and you major election.
The next election.
Yes.
Why?
What yes?
Every election should be a major. So
Is major, but Ubusamia, the Ghanaian contest, and your major election.
because
Sanagana for Afano. But here, elections be it was so say in the middle of the year, a free June, July, August, Econo. Oh, yeah, by now, by more. You need not to take certain decisions, a bit put so much weight and frustration on the government, on your budget, on your wage bill, and all of that.
but employment, there is no cap and limitation on when
hold
to
on,
employ.
Hold on, there is.
Okay.
There is.
But Mame,
There is.
Yeah.
Meaning, no, a deputy health minister.
Right.
When you said there is a calendar they use to recruit nurses. When you said there is a calendar they use to recruit doctors.
Yeah.
What you say? We school almost serving. Almost serving we are. Na backlog ni wa. There is a time frame. Almost baby and bunty. Ubewa nurse for near the osu u. Or starting sa one o kasana or posting bia ko baby or starting o kasa baby a bear match muho baby because onim se ebi free bear June muho baby no omo processes bedding e be shasi. How can you begin the process of major recruitments in the month of September, October? When elections is in December, and yet the end of December, the elections is on the 7th of December. It is our starting process in September, October, November. It's 3 months to elections. 3 months to elections would be a major recruitment. That is unfair.
Let's just say best start here to your more likely January,
February. Because they have to go through the controlling accountant general process. Now, who ye major recruitment? Who be advertise it? What you say? In the end, say we advertise it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We your calculation no. We advertise it 2 weeks. 2 weeks ni we no enko for the omo letters near the adiaba. Nti emfa so the pay dwuma pa. Nti nipa do na the omo applications na buy wait me the 1 week.
Every
I sorting out in every. And yet 3 weeks no. O frɛ omo a wo tro omo letters e ma omo date no another 1 week. And yet 1 month nko e. To start 1st September, say January September. What you say? Near in October.
Yeah.
Obe frɛ omo. Obe yo omo interviews. Ebi free tamale, ebi free wa, ebi free saint. Yan fane so the bear 1 week. And ebe your interviews every. Uwia, I was a consultant na and our HR department not tenasi. Na omo puti omo report together. Yan fane another 1 week. And yet 2 weeks no. Uwia qualified a for na unya woman no. Afi na obe free omo makoyo omo medical so.
And an appointment letter.
Mimia. Couldn't we have waited until after the elections to see whether or not the managers of our economy would be changed or not be changed? This is a major recruitment processes they did.
Okay.
Mimia kahua ebeye meya. Mimia kahua enyemede. But for the purposes of good corporate governance,
okay,
we should have allowed this process to hold. Na dia eya me ya wo ho ne se kwan ya ebi mu fa so ye wo mo de no. There is a particular organization and agency in the health sector ho onim said dey na branch no ye no and then we recruiting nipa 5 or china no recruiting nipa 10 and they say yes mo munye major recruitment and they china recruiting nipa 2 and they china man nipa 4 appointment sir. Now they from that September no to December no Kanipa or recruit
in totality, no, why major recruitment?
Totality, why major recruitment?
Okay.
In Tomoba, no money ever can brofu. You coffee and you cook tree. And say, we need to be able to ensure say Administrator General, any sir or more responsible for your transitions in the
Okay.
by September going. No, per the act, main kind dear,
3 months to election.
3 months to elections, you do handover notes.
Yeah.
And so if you have done your handing over notes, you don't take major decisions again. You do not take decisions that can change the destiny of your organization when you are about moving out.
Yeah.
And we need to be honest and candid about some of these things. Let us not play politics with it.
Okay.
And maybe me say,
Usi form no.
me say, security agencies, NDC for yebi, MPP for yebi, aka 5 months a year to elections, no my recruitment into the security agencies. Elections. What you say?
Some survivor.
Almost survivor. It's almost fa. We are no more fa. Mama is slotting be a magic. Almost fa. Almost fa. Now me come for you. Don't say forty.
Almost you.
Aye, almost here.
It's not Kasaye.
And I didn't make it.
You will catch us a mere mouse slot to the beat.
As someone make an at the end of the day, no, my major recruitment. Let's be candid with ourselves. Party boys and
Okay.
What you say? Any form we are near the Marco to polling stations, no say, or Mongadi, oh, this are gimmicks, no, your money. Only say, I was see because your mind here, boo. She Ghana so sing Amanyoku, Ghana so sing Menebu. Into decisions be and we always proud ourselves say the your friends the America of your friends Africa
democracy.
What you say?
Okay.
Now say ya afefonso be Obama, we need to be able to put an end to it. We have to legislate it. I was saying
But transition act no enye boni bia ye na ye ndi so. We don't
say when there is
we need to
when there is a gap in the law, I'm friend is saying say space but
lacuna.
When there is a lacuna, what you say? Now one amended and bridge that lacuna.
That's okay on.
They be go Canberra for you need you for them.
I saw now
okay day. I was so blocky sa to krone da hono. What you say?
Okay.
O blocky sa to krona obi nya kwan fem. But when the lacuna is there, sad to krono dawa. Obiabe fem.
Right.
Now here na mpe to kro.
Mr.
Obiabe fem.
Nana ya so for na otere kano. Also obiabe to kro ntino obiabe fem. And there is a lacuna in the transition act.
Who doesn't like a who?
Chairman, young caught the second part, and so we be now respond. But at least 10 minutes, yeah, share promoting accountability. President Mahama declare, but then there is no transparency or the declaration of assets. Dom level say it doesn't serve any purpose if you cannot any the next 7 minutes.
The question is what does the law say? The law says we declare assets.
Yes.
What the best envelope? You won't seal the envelope. We are called Accountant General.
Yeah.
Accountant General will then peruse Obefemu. So who say it may be incorrect, he will call you to come and to come and correct whatever mistake is in the system. And as far as that, normally say all declare assets.
Yes.
There's no fanfare. But in this instance, President Mahama came and declared his assets openly, so that or certain exams say why. But say the Malavo per se is transparent. Then they are talking about publishing it. Now, okay, President Jerry John Rawlings, Nabresono, he tried to make assets declaration be published. In the Crawford said, "Who publish it will be assessor." About Crawford, Abba attacking him. Or maybe they will come to his house and attack. Whatever, it be only be no. A Crawford about that. Definitely, people who are OBB, they will display the property outside.
Yeah,
somebody will come and attack them. until they put a stop to it.
Okay.
The question is, what kind of transparency are they talking about? If there's a need for transparency, that means that they should publish the assets declaration. That is all that is talking about. And they will have to go back to the constitution or go back to the parliament and have a law or amended so that it becomes an open thing. Who declare? They should even call to come and sit down and tell us how you. There are a lot of things involved in it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any part of the world, that say politicians and appointees declare masses and publish it.
Oh, I've seen some. The recent Senegalese president, it was published in the National Daily, former Nigerian president. Buhari, they publish. I think some society communities they do.
Well, if they do, I'm here to really. It's good that you are. If I'll go and research it.
Of course.
As far as I know, who Buhari, the one who said Buhari can also maybe
he publishes.
Kukuna Kakabino when publish the Tinebu. So publishing assets. Can you go? Oh, this candidate So let us be serious about this.
Yeah.
Asset declaration. It is a means of saying that we are trying to stop people going to politics and amassing wealth. But the question is that Obetu amassing wealth, Obet declare as Obet publish it. Then say better Friday. So person or amassing wealth, or fashion idimu. Or penny kazimbi will be ration idimu. I mean,
Chama experience.
No. You see, let's speak to reality.
But that's the reality.
Let's speak to reality. No matter what said by my brother, okay. Some certain things we shouldn't be hypocritical about it.
That's true.
When we speak truth to power, then don't waste our time about all these things. We find best practices. Because in Bakrombe publishing the assets, now occur abema. Can you question him?
What creative trust?
Creative trust fund be the shame. So the best thing is that people should be honest to offer service.
Okay.
You see, that's all over the world. People go and serve honestly. Oh, at the end of the day, no. Sabbath Friday, you see, Obia Okonsu, no. Oyene, Onumi. Nti ba means anamibwa. Nti ba means maybe be kanwano. But be kanwano not in the excess. I remember say there's so much opulence. So when Ubani fear or 25 or 10 V8, I mean it's not fair. This is why we are struggling in this country. That is the work of corruption. That is why we are struggling in this country. And this asset declaration, people declare their assets. But at the end of the day, nobody say what a private jet. How you bought a private jet. What is important is that if you are in government, or you are a government appointee, or you are a civil servant, in America, in other countries, they watch your lifestyle.
Yeah.
They watch your lifestyle. The moment they look at Obama, say, Obama. And say Obama, this is here, there, or cost Savoy, or Shea Suita, it costed $1,000, $2,000. Quietly, they start investigating you.
Lifestyle audit.
Exactly. These are the kind of things that we should have institutions to do than writing paper and say, come and pay the paper on the wall for everybody to do. No. What I say, look, we have gone, and I know you have lived in this country. You've seen that government appointees that you and him went to
the same school.
You said then tomorrow Obama will be driving VW, and then that guy within 6 months of going to driving V8, or another V8 or another Lexus, and then nobody asks questions. We glorify them.
God has blessed them.
Exactly, and then other people want to emulate it. So it becomes a multiplier effect. Until transparency, publishing, and that kind of thing, it will take us to what it means that we must have institutions who are checking government appointees. Very, very important.
Right.
That is what we tend to jump into a wholesale. You kind of be but we don't go and look at and see the heart of an anta. what do? You take your time.
Patience.
Be patient. We are not being patient people. Government is in power for 50 days. All of a sudden, Bawumia is talking. All of a sudden, my brother MP is talking. 50 days.
44 days.
44. Me say plus or minus. How? Then train at least at least 6 months.
Hey.
Na me come out na ba mu 8 years. Man declare mu access. Mu abai. Minister of Finance Okoji the first bond Templeton. Sir, they see 5% to 10%. Ayera up to now. You won't back also, but the me you have paid for it. Enterprise insurance, SIC, Ojema enterprise insurance. We no enterprise insurance for about $800 million. These are the kind of things you don't need to put on paper. Declare your asset. You don't need. It's useless. Useless. I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you an example. He has declared his assets, but look at what has happened. SIC by enterprise insurance. Every loan be a percentage.
Okay.
Ni data bank. Every loan be a. This is what we should be looking at. The catch at dome level, so that is what he should be looking at. Not President Mahama not being transparent.
Okay.
We are declaring as a public, we are transparent. We should stop this, to use the word, hypocrisy. This country, Ghana, we are so hypocritical. Ghana, Ikoyi from Ghana. Hypocrisy, if you want to talk about it, we will never finish.
Okay. Chairman Adeko Kase, the declaration of asset tonight they could carry down on the lifestyle audit and hypocrisy. Honorable.
Yeah, na me time no wa me time kakra because me na mo opposition. Me na wose me kasa. Na me ma wetiefo ne wahwefo nyina hunu de ekoso. Na me kasa na ya beka bi aboa me. But
answer me that 8 years in government.
That be one fan to
8 years in government.
Answer you still want to support. Me no the opposition.
They are not started that.
That be a chance here.
Of Ghanaians.
So, me no the opposition so kai.
Me dey na me matino opposition be 16 years.
I don't know there.
That's how I'm no opposition.
44 days.
Me no know wabem.
Alan wabem no opposition.
Alan trade minister.
We are trade minister no opposition.
No how?
Obama.
Moment come say. Moment come say.
44 days in opposition.
Also Onyema Ekoso ni.
44 days.
Obama.
8 years.
Obama me hear me time.
Ma we run 2 minutes.
Me chance after be chance.
Deputy minister of when see hospital back. Deputy minister and Kamuche. Akwa deputy minister of health. When to me see hospital back.
Deputy chairman with the Mr. Mimi I don't know it.
Deputy.
No, deputy.
Achim that government hospital. Achim that government hospital for about 100 years. Me na be rehabilitate.
No one dey bottom sika.
America didn't question then hold on.
Wait Mr.
Your agenda 111. Over 111 hospitals.
Wait me to be giving
Million. Ghana ya chichire. Ya de. Ghana for say yentirechire no monhwe NDC. Enunti NDC for the opportunity they have ne say on be bibia esu bi emada positively. Rather the esu bi mada no a omoye no the negative things. Because they say the make say aban bia betena so no we ni panyina edi. Ye hunu bi da. Mu ye ne say no. Mo hye ye chidifo no so kutupa ama ye ba. Ye so ye be the same thing. That Ghana ye kwe nim. Anase ye kwe chi. Because na obi a we ne di otifie bia no. And that's why menti ase because you see say enya emofra no a the youth no a omo pa adwuma nti ye pese obukọ manimu a enkade we de ke bebo ye nsema ma ndisifo. Because abofra bia we ne di bia na okofia ono ne fiefo the busuafo ne sorry because na djubo onya e no tua tight and the way you dey no tua tight bi e jo so for support wo no e be kase da be dan kofo se no de ba dia na se beto abatiaw e bia na owo kanche ma bia ohwe no be ma bia owo kanche ma bia ohwe no and then wa betle fie yi na di and then the country man to Abama who as NDC no because NDC for Mbekufie. That's how I'm saying say near to Aba and this for by report all.
Okay.
Because I wish more ye young woman and ye. Now Oba Asa declaration one. Yera Mahama. Me who say President B declare us at one frame media. Nina be the H leader. It's always a normal process, no way. And the year can say what who say who yas yama media mediator. Nanka wuye wabiem was a miniama me when ye. That way a media car way a media because Yadim Bebre. Oh, Yadim Bebre, I won't throw a curtain. Oh, are Massa, that is a man cancer more. Yaba cancer, that's a mirror, Bawumia Kayano, Yapasi Momo break. Young girls, Rebecca, so, Mona Mama Hukani Casa. Just like Dr. Bawumia said, and Kadi, what's any baby, because Muyenim say you have nothing to offer. It's a man is is trapped by his own words. It is someone who can one, being here that make him say 3-3-1. 3 positions for 3 slots, 3 shifts for one job.
Don't worry.
Let's say that I'm going to ye biedi. Sabuwa who they will 2 minutes of Baya. I don't know ye a biedi. Tell me also the miracle so that
they were
unlawfully
irregular appointment.
And I make a choice say me war financial clearances for her. A BA ni ho no more ye issue no before June. I can show you them. I can show you those financial clearances.
7 December.
Oh, a process. Say ye per se ye mudi ni bia enka. And I boy ye yo medie no e bi kraji pay o. November. Ghana Water for employment November, BIG pay.
Investigate and reinstate.
Senate for a BIG pay.
We will reinvestigate, and if they are properly done, we will reinstate them. That's what we have said.
It's a moment of investigation. You are acting in first saying according to military dictates. Said them, but revolution man tell you. Enti no abanye aba yanyina na we afan say national chairman simbu nie
mo lock cry na mo a
e say duka the simbu nie
e betwa muti
adenti amayo some so ye dey etitwa e na eyo ye the ideas ne enti Yera Mahama nanka when your opportunity say me ba be declare my city enie emra enhyame Emra enhyame enso me pese me ye bibi owie no kaka ho say auditor general for and take advantage of the constitutional review na you hear say betimi asesa yeah asset declaration regime you see it's different say worker and it's a warrior Yera Mahama e ka say ye ba oba obetwa article 71 beboa Meboa. Also betcha Article 71.
Ex gratia in particular.
Obetcha Article 71. Tieshe.
What na parliament 2 times they be out ex gratia.
Many years gratia. Parliament in 2 years gratia mobia.
When there's some end of service now mojiji.
And yet end of service. See abiti way. 8th parliament am call here no. Meje the salary of 7th parliament.
Okay.
Because after 8th parliament, it will and see a salary.
Okay.
It is salary a major in this 9th parliament.
8th.
That's it.
Okay.
So that's it. 18 say
difference no
come on.
When you say
but so what me say me salary ni
no.
O da say insisa ye wo.
Obama.
O chem say enia. O chem say enia.
How can you go to parliament and then they'll pay you something that no, this is why we should amend the constitution. I mean, how? When you go to parliament to know
legally normal increase.
But I'm saying that
back pay.
No, there shouldn't be any back pay.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, please. This is what is destroying this country. No, 1
minute.
1 minute. These are the kind of things that we should put a stop to. Don't you know your salary? Next year you're back there to salary. And you sit in parliament and you allow these things to happen. and they will come and tell those outside that they should have their salaries determined before they go to employment.
Okay.
And you know, chairman, into na buyful. Nasa Shano, almost a son. Oh, that's it. It's in the Abbey Patcher to say,
yes.
And near maybe Hono Mua, and Yambra, and a Bashaw. But O Pepper your aye. Not why yes, Ubayens same. And I'm making Bawumia, what the greatest change that happened to this country was his concession. Because it be about women somewhere view and so no more shop munko for kutu or more comfortable lead. And now that's but papa no prepare your winning money didn't know. A buy apple so there be anyi.
Okay.
Mummy and Cotefi. Ain't in the way no me expect to say and Kayera mama or say what declare na asset no or say ni my publisher Emran Shame. Then to mini BB DC my publisher and Yamrew. At Yera double say you have missed that opportunity. And Kabech Ghana for say you are walking the talk.
Okay.
And yet as a kekebra woka. Because at the end of the day, when ye some kind, say honeymoon one we are yapano the committee. Or cast up per honeymoon near CM Famano. Or so Queen Bias obey honeymoon. It will say your committees will be beyond education committee, finance committee, one committee, one committee, constitutional review committee, until they say or general honeymoon.
All right.
So that's it. We has missed that opportunity. TV sunua or the better I say or declare an asset, you know. It is neither here
nor there.
Nor there.
Okay.
Say or per year openness, transparency, and can let you who say. A dia walk cantamanto idia, a dia wahe, a dawaha, a dawa, they gave a winiamo.
Or say, Nanael, you've made a very solid point this morning, messenger or the buyer, and I see your submissions are very solid. And tell Obama, okay, I watch Angel now because of the maturity with which you handle the show. God bless you, my Sunyani family. Okay, Yenya or Tenyaho. And Tiasro Kunkomano, ha, Reverend, Yetiawano pay. Nana, Fadiaka Nana, Yemfa, and wrap you up. President Mahama, I see an opportunity saying, first president, what publishing assets, Nani appointees, so this will be.
When the cancer roof,
Dom level.
Unim Domovo. No, you didn't.
Also, a auditor general.
No, you auditor
former auditor general.
So, on a number of friends, Nebusan and some Pessimi Busan and say, no, you auditor general. And I'm mobile too fast. How do you
me want a letter and or send them appointees or indicated the chair or money now say you have to declare.
And yet, that is not in his. That is not part of his responsibilities. It is constitutional.
Okay.
Act 550.
Yeah.
All right. It's titled the Public Office Holders Declaration of Access and Disqualification Act 1998.
Yeah.
It is in there.
Yes. So
every public holder, office holder knows that legally what he has here. Yeah. Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Yeah.
Me dinti me banosuno say na or your auditor general.
Yes.
Writing a letter to remind an appointee is not your responsibility. If the person has not done it, let the law take its course. Your responsibility is to receive the asset declaration. In any case, when you were Auditor General and you knew that there were lacuna in the act, what did you do about it? Because as the lead of audit service, you had a responsibility to lead a change. What you said, that hypocritical attitude of some of our leaders,
it's too much.
It's too much.
Hey,
it's so hypocritical.
Double level.
Hey, hypocritical.
And not say any, and I'm more double level too. So,
let's begin.
When you read articles.
And then they move double level too.
Oh, Kasana or Kasaronga.
As I declare,
286.
Article 286.
Already 286. Or see, a person who holds a public office mentioned in clause 5 of this article shall submit to the Auditor General a written declaration of all property or assets owned by or liabilities owed by him, whether directly or indirectly. Or see, within 3 months after the coming into force of this constitution or before taking office as may be, at the end of every 4 years, and at the end of his term in office. It's nature say no you know now here.
Yes.
Wo call office no and he say free office.
Be free the omunya kra.
Me say Yero Alanjon Kojo Chamanti mani
be free office.
Yes.
Okay.
What you say? And you common say wo mobile. But the lacuna is where nobody has the right to open the sealed envelope. He okoji form na me the bachelor. Okoji form na send your city for the purposes of a mint means send him out because yeah.
Yes.
Whoa, a titi form.
Oh, old one
From 1998 time so year from yes mami baby necessary kakra.
Okay.
Baby or honman gene or say vehicle plant machinery including fishing boats near the identity space of mujawo 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 honorable or farm or tractor or harvester or sprayer nina or pickup bear 5 out the quafu or Land Cruiser or so be mami back a 3 but menaka go some pickup line
on our boat in quay 3 apa
cars ni plants near the adenkwa ma bob 15 space bet saying
8.
So in even filling the form you have limited and I reading so krana bibia nchiro udi sheho na waboka na number na wabo data otoye na amount a otoye what you say but all can or say liabilities crash so ka ho inti nature say whether the property is appreciating or depreciating no krano at that point when you are declaring your asset the value we don't even know. So what Domevlo should be championing is the change we ought to have.
Especially
say already great transformational plan na yebe to o ma Ghana fo a yede ba kwa akoma yirajo Mahama chairman e wose mo hwe na de wom mutimi ye no on corruption. So, say amend existing asset declaration rules to strengthen disclosure and introduce new forms of asset tracking and recovery, including but not limited to instruments such as lifestyle audit for tracking unexplained wealth and recovery of proceeds of corruption. This is the way to go. Now, but hypocritical English way, but say, please,
too much.
Na chairman, JDM Ecofa Media near the on the 25th or 26th January 2017. Nana do the same thing.
Honestly, declared it, yeah.
Presidents declare. You see, per our tradition, the president does not go to the Auditor General's office.
Yes,
they have to
the Auditor General and his team comes to the president's office to receive his asset declaration.
Okay.
What you say? Omo makani die okoji forms no o fili wi na wakọ submit.
Okay.
Na o submit ye silia wi kopem se asem bi beba. Na court Asia Auditor General say minua bieso. He has not got right to open.
Yeah.
That is where the transparency is. Whether or not, in fact, Enka Yera Mahama publish ni asset declaration menkebe me wanwa kakra. Because we know what say audit service for kwan say emra no ya momo dia wo. Say ye constitutional review.
Yes.
Into constitutional review na ye no. Mum pushi. Na sa review na Ghana for aka ye hu dede na mososo kra no ha mo no. Na ye sa amendment no.
Okay.
That is what is important. So I would advise Domevlo.
Okay.
He should add his voice and chro na o chro bebrebe no. One tena say. Na one chro kwan ye be faso it will become more transparent. Kwan ye be faso audit service for ebe putting in measures to even track lifestyle audit.
Okay.
Now chairman Ekasan many wunyina nim nkofobia ne ani omo sunyan a wo na auto aduane ma wo. The baby ani ekodi fufuo wo mo ase hui. ne ye totua kama wo
ebi was 7-8 cars but adwuma no
ase ye de yan adwuma
onye hwe and
what you say
yeah na me
lifestyle audit say and chairman and I say me nua at V8 mo me I won't question why papa oti no a guy that dance no be DMP
why adwuma ye hospital
why adwuma ye no say ni designer sunglasses what you say chairman why you football administrator account players chairman wa cash chairman wa cash anya fe na me be busa chairman say onya ne yi wo he but watch na so who say me Rolls Royce mo me bon pa say nya me hira but who say me Rolls Royce Obama busa me say me nya na wo he
me freedom level
na oye guy too
chairman na o kan Senegal president ne dia no publicly 2 houses 2 cars 2 bank accounts and $40,000 and also a loan of $12,000 a wotia ti oba power no we no 2 houses
Senegal president wait
oye